Well, what's going on, everybody? VampEV here. I hope you all having a great Monday. I do apologize that this upload is kind of late. However, I wasn't even sure if I would make a video or not. I've been kind of following the whole COVID situation very deeply. However, I figured, I was kind of driving home and started thinking of all this stuff about, man, I really wish I had an EV. And so I'm not saying that we're going to go into a recession, but in this video, we're going to be talking about a couple reasons why an electric vehicle is good during a recession. So, and this doesn't necessarily apply to Teslas. I know I have Tesla up here, but that's mainly because I just did not want to do a big face cam. So, boom, the sexy Tesla Model Y, which has started delivery. But without further ado, let's go ahead and dive in. So the first reason I have is not having to pay for gas. Granted, you still have to pay for an electric vehicle, for an electric bill. But if you've owned an EV for a while, you likely won't be surprised by your electric bill, and you're probably fairly used to paying that. And then as you've been paying it, you've been paying that bill for a while. And you also don't have to worry about trips to the gas station either, as you can just plug in at home and charge, which in situations like what we got going on right now, that could be an absolutely amazing thing, not necessarily for a recession, but in certain situations it's a pro. And in some cases, you could even find free charging. Some places have charging, like hotels and things like that. Usually it's for guests, but you guys could use your imagination. Or even some Tesla owners with free supercharging. Just imagine you got laid off, you got furloughed, and you have free supercharging for life, and you completely own your 2014 Model S with unlimited supercharging. You could still go many places and travel how you need or do like DoorDash or Uber or something, just to make, ends meet, put you in a good position there, as you wouldn't have to pay for that charging. I'm just throwing some things out there because that could be a huge plus. And I kind of just wanted to highlight some of these things because I made a video previously just last week about why 3 reasons to buy a Tesla. So you can tack these on, just reasons to buy an EV. 2, the low maintenance. So yes, you could potentially have to face some maintenance. Nothing is perfect, and things do break eventually, unfortunately. However, it is a lot less likely with an electric vehicle because less moving parts, and they're typically low maintenance and have a lesser chance of a random car expense popping up at the worst time. I thought of this reason and how if something came up for I drive an ICE car right now, internal combustion engine vehicle, that would super suck right now. And I'm literally like, man, I wish I owned an EV already, but I'm still trying to hold off for that Tesla. But we'll see what happens. Now, the third reason is they're easier to live in, and so this isn't a joke, essentially, for whatever reason if you needed to. So they're easier to live in since you couldn't have them run all night, so like you can keep them climate controlled all night and keep you warm for the most part. This can vary EV to EV based on battery life and size. So depending on like battery degradation, the size of the pack, it might not last all night for whatever reason, but there are some electric vehicles with fairly small batteries. So I just kind of wanted to point that out because I'm not sure if anyone has tested them per se, but in theory, you could be it'd probably be really expensive at a charging station, but you could be somewhere and like be plugged in. Someone do it and tell me. Please don't do that. But if somebody has experienced that, let me know in the comments below if you've ever had an experience where you like slept in your electric vehicle for a couple days that was or was not a Tesla, preferably not a Tesla, but if you've done it in a Tesla, go on ahead and tell me about it. But this is kind of based off of, so someone has done that, again, plugging Tesla, someone sold their home and lived in their Model X, Rich Rebuilds, did like a little interview with him on his channel. So it's completely doable. I know the Model X is a bigger vehicle, but I still think that is a pro regardless. Now, am I saying you should go out and buy an electric vehicle or a Tesla for these reasons? No. Will these come in handy in the future? Who knows? No one knows if we're actually going to go into a recession or not. It is possible, however, and maybe in the future, could it come up and you're like, wow, all these Tesla owners are going to be set? Maybe, maybe not. But this is definitely not, oh man, we might go into recession. Let me go buy an electric vehicle. Let me go buy a Nissan Leaf. Like, I had the Nissan Leaf up here, so we could look at that if you guys wanted to. Again, I just wanted something up. But, I just wanted to highlight some of these things since I was literally just thinking about this. I was like, just on my way home, and thoughts just kind of came together. And I was like, all right, let's go ahead and release something. And this is kind of interesting to think about, like these are pros that actually would be great. Yeah, sure, most of these outside of the charging for the most part could still apply to a vehicle, maybe your maintenance is covered under warranty or something, But again, just the other day I made a vehicle talking about why you guys should, the best reasons to buy a Tesla this year. And who knows, if we go into recession, it might not be, but maybe some of these will make you be like, oh yeah, let's go on ahead and pull the trigger. But I really hope not. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Give it a thumbs down if you didn't. And thank you guys for watching.